Pat Miller program, and I'm going to go to the Current News hotline, powered by Current Mechanical. Standing by, our guest is Matt Koch, who's the Vice President at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's Institute for 21st Century Energy. And Matt, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Very glad to have you on. A lot of people don't realize, but today is kind of an important day in the yin and yang and the tug of war back and forth over whether the pipeline or not the pipeline. Today is when the public comment period comes to a close. Matt, what does that mean to the average person, that we can no longer voice our opinion on something?
Well, I think it's a formal government process for taking comments from people on this, whether this Keystone XL pipeline is in the national interest or not. But I would encourage people to continue after this period to continue to reach out to your government. And we certainly live in a democracy where people should be able to voice their opinions, and to the representatives, whether it's your state and local elected officials or your members of Congress, or to the administration as well.
Just as I was getting ready to introduce you on the line, I got a press release from Congressman Marlin Stutzman's office, who, Matt, he is our representative here at the U.S. Congress from the 3rd District of Indiana, and he led a letter on behalf of members of Indiana's congressional delegation urging the Obama administration to rule that building the pipeline is in the national interest. Matt, let me just ask you, you deal with this all a great deal. After 5 years of this thing just laying nowhere in the middle of limbo, after all of this study, and after many people have come out and said there would not be any measurable environmental repercussions from this, what on earth is keeping people from not going ahead with this?
Pure politics.
Pure and simple.
Pure and simple. All the facts are there. All the economic benefits are there. All the environmental studies have been done and show that, as you mentioned, this has little to no adverse environmental impact. And in fact, building the pipeline is better for the environment than any of the alternatives, because this resource is going to get developed, and the Canadians want to ship it to places, and we'd rather have it come here, and this is the best and most environmentally friendly method to do it is by pipeline. The facts are there. It's just unfortunate that it's been allowed to get caught up in politics, and the administration has been unwilling to make a decision on moving forward.
Some of the stuff coming out of your organization that's telling us is that saying that the Keystone XL pipeline would actually create 42,100 both direct and indirect jobs. It would contribute $3.4 billion to our country's gross domestic product and generate $55.6 million in property tax revenue, which that could be a lot of money, Matt. I mean, we're always complaining about the schools are running out of money, roads, bridge repair is a big deal. That's a lot of money that could be coming into our economy. Plus, I've got to believe that it would help our overall presence in the world also to have that oil moving through our country.
Absolutely. As not only the economic benefits that you all mentioned, there's the energy security and economic security of our country. There's the global geopolitical politics that benefit for other countries as we develop this. But as North America develops more energy, and whether it's the United States, which has been booming in many parts of the country, or up in Canada, we have tremendous economic benefits. We do a tremendous amount of trade with Canada, and their growing energy sector is good for us, not only because we get the energy, but because of the jobs that are created in the United States for all the goods and services that we ship up there. This has all the pluses and very few minuses, and it's just beyond me as to why this hasn't been built yet.
Well, and you've talked a lot here about our relationship and our buying partner with Canada, who is our greatest buying partner. When you consider, this is going to get a little political here, when you consider our relationship with Canada, and for Canada to say, if you guys don't do this, you're not going to leave us much choice. We're going to end up having to sell this to another suitor, which would be China, by the way. But in doing that, by our not wanting to get involved with this and bring that Canadian oil down through here,